It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure to have all of you here today. I thought you all might begin your tour here.
It is a great pleasure having you all here today. My name is Phil Lay.
And I'm Chris Morley. And Phil, it's great to have you back.
Great to be back, Chris. And what are we looking at eCommerce and Carry On this week?
So today we're looking at the GST online debate raising its head again.
We'll be looking at more changes to Google search again.
And Phil, we had dinner with Ruslan Kogan and Gabby Leibovich, two of Australia's leading e-commerce minds, and we're going to get a bit of an insight into them both.
Let's get into it.
And the GST debate raised its head again this week. It's a bit like a game of whack-a-rabbit, and that rabbit will just not go away. And Phil, the ARA changed their argument, but all it's really going to do is keep it in the media a little bit longer.
That's right. It's gone from let's save jobs, let's save the Australian retail, to let's raise revenues for the states so we can invest more in police, hospitals and teachers. But the fact was that the Productivity Commission report, which came out last year, clearly stated there would be no net benefit in terms of dollars flowing in. And it's just, I think it's just another attempt at spin and from the Australian Retailers Association.
Yeah, they've made a political football out of this, haven't they? And with this recent report, the low value parcels threshold task force, saying there needs to be significant changes on the ports to make any sort of GST revenue. It's the same old argument. Yes,
and it's a lot of theory. And I think that if this law did come through, they would actually find out there would be a net cost in this and also no net benefit for the country, slow down our borders and actually really not have much impact on imported sales.
Yeah, I agree. Google announced another change this week, and what seems to be a monotonous regularity of changes coming out of Google. We've seen some interesting results from this, Phil.
Yeah, look, it seems like it's getting more and more. Nearly on a daily basis having Google changes. In fact, you nearly need to devote an hour a day reading up on what's going on with the giant, either signing up to WebPro News or whatever, but yeah, constant changes. It seems that exact match domains this week have taken a bit of a hit, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is part of Google trying to get more relevancy and more search results, a bit more, I guess, more options for the punter when they do a search on Google. And particularly in travel, we see if you type in hotel in Melbourne, and you used to get maybe 8 TripAdvisor ones, and you now only get 1. So that's a better experience.
Yeah, as long as they're improving the customer experience, which is a great thing. But you know, Google sort of plays a bit at both ends. They do look to help the customer experience at the same time. They keep pushing down those natural search results to the bottom of the page to get us businesses paying more and more for their services.
Yep. Sean O'Brien of Selby Acoustics donated $11,000 to the Reach Foundation to have dinner with two of Australia's leading e-commerce minds, Gabby Leibovich of Catch of the Day and Ruslan Kogan of Kogan.com. And Phil, you were lucky enough to be at that dinner. Tell us a little bit.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be one of the 9 people there. It was at Nobu Restaurant in Melbourne on Tuesday nights. These gentlemen account for around $500 million worth of online sales in Australia, which is just amazing. So it was great to be around there and hear some of their secrets of success and you know, about their incredible empires and some of the challenges too.
They're very different people though, aren't they? And tell us a little bit about the two characters.
Look, there is interesting contrast between the two. One is actually sold part of his business with his brother and is also acquiring other companies. Whereas Ruslan is actually still has 100% control of his business. Look, they're both unique and creative marketers, but they both have very different approaches. I'd call Ruslan a disruptive creative marketer, where if you hold him up against Gabby, you would actually call Gabby conservative, and I don't really think that Gabby is.
He's not that really, but yes.
Look, I personally gained a lot from this dinner. It was an incredible opportunity. I'd love to share with you, but I don't think that would be fair to Sean, who paid $11,000 for the dinner. But I certainly know this. I know that Sean got a return on investment.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. We must say thanks to Sean and Sue for their extreme generosity to the Reach Foundation, and also to Ruslan and Gabby, who gave up their time and picked up the tab at the restaurant, who ensured Phil didn't buy a drink again.
Thank you, boys.
Thanks for joining us in eComm and Carry On today. I hope you got something out of the show. Keep the conversation going and join us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or follow the blog. And you can catch up with us in person next week if you're free.
Yeah, we'll be at Shop Talk on Wednesday at the Honey Bar on the corner of Clarendon Park in South Melbourne from around 6:30. And we'll have a very special guest this week too, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Keith Louie, the GM of Coles Online, coming to talk to us about the progression of moving the grocery to store online. It should be interesting.
Fantastic. So come down and have a drink and hors d'oeuvre, and we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night. If not, we'll see you back here on Friday on eComm and Carry On.
Don't forget to subscribe.